Hello fragrance lovers, how are you doing today? I hope you are having a lovely day. So we are back, and this time it's a tag video. Yes, so I've been tagged a few times, so I'm trying to catch up. And yes, a tag video, and I was tagged by Just Jen, and this is a tag I've done before. So we've we've updated this tag, and it's a fragrance tag video, fragrance collection tag video, and let's see who's been dethroned. Stay tuned. Right, so fragrance collection tag video, and this has got 13 questions. So from the previous questions, we're gonna try and see who's still on the list and who's been dethroned. So for question 1, it is, what is the newest fragrance in your collection? So newest fragrance in my collection, I think if you watched the last few videos, then you probably will know, and this is a fragrance we are still trying to get acquainted, and this is none other than Tango from the house of Musk Milano. So this is a gorgeous ambery fragrance. It's so lovely. It is lovely, and I can see why a lot of people talk about this. Like, this has become a femme favorite already in the collection. Gorgeous fragrance. So Musk Milano's Tango is the newest addition to this collection. So we've got notes of bergamot, there's some black pepper at the top, you've got some cardamom in the mid, you've got some sambac jasmine absolute, there's some damascena rose oil, and as well you do get some cumin and patchouli. So in the base you get vanilla bean, Melliot Absolute, there is some amber accord, leather accord, and as well you do get some benzoin and musk. So a lovely composition, and this fragrance smells absolutely divine. This is a gorgeous warm, cold weather fragrance, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm glad it's in my collection. Right, moving along. So that's changed, obviously. That's a change. So moving on, we come to number 2, the oldest perfume in my collection. So for this one, nothing is changed. It's still the one, yes, still Coco Mademoiselle from the house of Chanel. So this is the oldest fragrance in my collection. I mean, this is not the oldest bottle, like the first bottle, but this is one of the earliest fragrances in the collection. So oldest in the collection is Coco Mademoiselle. I mean, what more can I say about this beauty that's not been said, or that I've never said before? This is one of the best selling fragrance in the world, for a good reason. Very versatile, unique smelling, just gorgeous oriental fragrance. I love it. Patchouli lovers, yes. Gorgeous Coco Mademoiselle. And the only downside to this now is the fact that everyone knows Coco Mademoiselle. I mean, you wouldn't go anywhere where people wouldn't recognize this fragrance. It's very recognizable, like you smell it everywhere when you're out. It's a bit like the female version of kind of Sauvage, like you smell it everywhere. So Coco Mademoiselle, the oldest fragrance in the collection. Moving along, we come to number 3. And for number 3, the most expensive fragrance in the collection. And this again is not changed yet. Yes, not yet changed. So if you watch the previous tag I did of this video, it was, I had Fragrance du Bois Sarahhood, and as well I had Baccarat Rouge 540, and this is the Extrait Parfum. So it depends. If you are looking at the meal, the price per meal, then definitely Fragrance du Bois Sarahhood and Oud Noir Intense would be the most expensive going by the meal in my collection, because these are 15 mils and they are £115. So gorgeous beauty there. And this is a gorgeous rosewood fragrance. If you love saffron, you love rosewood fragrances, this is gonna appeal. It's luxurious. I mean, to me, it smells as luxurious as it comes, as it looks, as it is presented. And then other than that, we had Baccarat Rouge. If we are going how much I've spent on the fragrance, so it would have to be Baccarat Rouge 540. And again, this is the extrait version. And yes, and again, this is a gorgeous ambery fragrance, very sweet. It's a jammy, tarty sweet. And I've said this before, why I don't kind of wear this as much when my husband is around, because he's one of those that are not fans of this one. Something in it he does not really fancy, so I try not to wear it when he's around. And obviously being in lockdown on fellow etc, I haven't really worn much of it lately, but with things going to open up now, I think I'll get my chance. So Baccarat Rouge 540, a gorgeous ambery fragrance again, and it's so sweet. And there's a few dupes on the market as well, so you could get something similar in this DNA that's much cheaper. And I've said this before, Anna Sue's Mermaid Fantasia is really a good dupe for this one, at least to my nose. Right, moving along, we come to number 4. So number 4 is the most affordable fragrance in the collection, and again, this is not really changed. I haven't really had a chance to pick up anything that is so affordable as this one, so it still remains the Britney Spears VIP. And this, I'll be honest, I don't really wear it as much. It's my girls, I think it's Jessica who wears it more, but it's a lovely sweet fragrance, fresh. It's just nice enough, and you know what, for the money it's not a bad fragrance. It's a good fragrance if you are on a budget. This, yeah, something someone would appreciate. Right, so that was Britney Spears VIP, and that's a private show. Right, moving on, we come to number 5, and this one, it's the favorite Easy Reach from your collection. And so far this is changed, because before the favorite Easy Reach was Coco Mademoiselle, but I'll be honest, I've worn less of it lately, and the fragrance I found I reached for the most is this one. And I think if you remember the new bottle, and look, yes, and this is because this is one of those just easy to wear fragrances, easy to love, won't irritate anyone. Like, Rich is so easygoing, and it's always a safe option. And I've got a few of these, I'll be honest, and there's a few that I've worn, but this I think I wore the most, because this is a bottle from this year, and that's how much I've worn of it already. So based on the fragrances in my collection, this is good. This is like, you've worn so much of it. And this is a gorgeous sea salt fresh vanilla fragrance. I love this. Baccarat Rouge really got it right, and I'll be honest, this is one of my favorite fragrances for women from the collection from Baccarat Rouge. I don't think there's any other Baccarat Rouge ladies fragrance that I love as much as I do this one. So Olympia from Baccarat Rouge, that is my Easy Reach fragrance. Right, moving along, we come to number 6, and this is what is the favorite bottle design in your collection. Now this, not so much as changing, but improved. So again, this goes to Fragrance du Bois, still Fragrance du Bois, but we've had a new addition that's really come and shaken things up, and this is Paul Madrid's, this is De la Mano Paula Losaleda from Loewe. So it's a gorgeous fragrance. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know if I should spray it. This is one of, actually this is another one of the most expensive fragrances from my collection, but it's just shy a few pounds, a couple of pounds shy from the Baccarat Rouge. But this is Paula Losaleda's, Loewe's Paul de la Mano de Losaleda. So this, oh my gosh, look at that detailing, you guys, the roses on there. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you know what, this is one of those, look at the cap as well. They've really gone to a lot of trouble. They've really, and again, The only annoying thing with this one, you touch it, you literally have to clean it there and then, because it just leaves marks everywhere you touch. Annoying, but it is what it is. I clean it like so many times, but yeah. So this is Por de la Mano La Rosaleda, and this is from Loewe, and this is a Harrods limited edition, and it's now sold out. I was checking, I mean, I did think about buying a backup bottle, but it's not cheap and it's Christmas time, so I was like, no. But then when I wanted to buy a backup bottle, when I looked up, it's gone. It has sold out. But despair not, fragrance lovers. This gorgeous rose fragrance, I believe the guy at Harrods, last time I was there before they closed, obviously, he did tell me that this fragrance is gonna be in their normal bottles later on. At the time he said from September, but so much has happened and not happened since then, so I don't know if it's on he said they'll have it in Selfridges, so I don't know if they have it in Selfridges. You can look it up. But one thing I will tell you, this is a stunning fragrance, stunning rose fragrance, and oh my gosh, it lasts. Like literally, my husband was wearing this the other day and it literally went on for forever, and it's so luxuriously smelling. It's gorgeous rose. Don't take my word for it, sample it for yourself. It is an absolutely stunning fragrance. There's some iris in here. You've got iris. It's not a lot of notes listed on this one, I'll be honest with you, but the only notes that are listed on this fragrance, if you look it up, it's richly rose and musks, but you do pick up some jasmine, some iris. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous, long-lasting fragrance. So Loewe's Por de la Mano La Rosaleda, the stunning presentation, favorite bottle design. I think I said it at the time, the first time I saw this bottle when I walked in Harrods that day, it was Richie calling my name. Yes, and I'm glad I have it. I went to quite a bit of trouble trying to get it as well with what's been happening, but I'm so glad I got it, and now it's sold out. So I'm just one of the 500, I believe it was 500 bottles made, so I'm one of the 500 people with this bottle. Right, moving along, we come to the smallest bottle in the collection. What is the smallest bottle in my collection? And this one again was very easy and hard, because to be honest, I have a lot of minis. I think some of you, I've shared a video before actually of my mini collection, which has since grown since then, because I've added a few more minis. So let's go with this one. There's a little few minis, but let's go with this one, Amber Heath from Burberry, and this is from their bespoke line, and this is a 10% concentration, and they do have a bigger bottle. They have them, you can find them in Harrods again, and I've seen them there, and I was thinking to pick up a bottle, but you know what, I have quite a few fragrances. Yes, and I've got quite a few ambers, so for now this 10ml, and look how much I've worn of it. Can you see that? That's how much I've worn of it, so it means it's going. But it's one of those, a little goes a long way. Like Richie, 1-2 dabs, you are good to go. Maybe on the neck, that's enough, you are good to go. It's long lasting, it's gorgeous, luxurious smelling, and this is another creation on this list by Maison Francis Ck1. So yes, the master, that is Francis Ck1, that's his creation, a gorgeous amber fragrance. And this is based obviously on the English countryside, so things that you would smell in the countryside, and I can see it, I can smell it. It's gorgeous. If you haven't tried this, I would definitely encourage you, find the sample it, try it, because it's a gorgeous amber fragrance. And some people I saw online, they've compared it to Grand Soir, and that's another creation by Francis, so probably it's got the Francis DNA running through it. A gorgeous fragrance. Right, Moving along, and so that's kind of a difference. Again, that's something that's changed on the list because last time we did have a Dior Poison. So I thought I include this one. Right. Moving along, we come to the largest bottle in the collection. Wow, the largest bottle, that's changed because last time we had Fendi's Fund Fendi, but that's now been dethroned and we've got a new king in the collection. So this is Galen's Oud Essential. So Oud Essential, and this is a 250ml bottle. Yes, 250ml. So this is a fragrance that is a boss. This is a boss masculine fragrance. It's woody, it's leathery. You've got some vetiver patchouli going on. It's just a masterpiece. This is how we want men to smell. This is how we want our men to smell. Like, oh my gosh, I want to just pounce on you. I'm not kidding. This is a gorgeous boss fragrance. It's very luxurious, very masculine. Obviously, it's woody, but it's a lovely, lovely. That is so nice. That is so nice, and it lasts for days. I'm not kidding. Actually, I will be doing a full review of that beauty because I haven't spoken about it yet on my channel, like to give it a review, but that's because I really haven't worn it myself, and it's either I'm gonna have to wear it and then come back and tell you about it. Moving along, so that's changed. The largest size in the collection is changed. We had a 150ml bottle before, now we've got a 250ml bottle. Moving along, we come to number 9. This is the fragrance with the best memory association. So this is not changed, remains the same, and again this is Decadence from Marc Jacobs. I was looking for my bottle, but because I'm in the middle of moving stuff, I've packed lots of fragrances away. I'm not sure where it is, I couldn't find it. So, and the other one is this beauty, Magnetism from Escada. This beauty, I've spoken about this, I've done a review. This is a gorgeous smelling sensual rose. It's musks, it's absolutely divine. This is one fragrance I feel like a lot of people miss out. People don't talk about this on here, but it's a gorgeous, and look at that bottle. It's really, I said this before, this is one of, it's the tallest bottle in my collection, Escada, and I have such beautiful memories being in Africa wearing this fragrance, getting married, all the rush and the emotions, etc. Just gorgeous memories, and it smells divine, and every time I wear it, it really takes me back to that time. I smell this fragrance, takes me right back. I can feel how I was feeling. I can smell what I was smelling, what was around, the temperatures, everything. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is one of the fragrances in my collection that's got so many notes listed. Like the list of notes in Magnetism is amazing. So you've got a mix of, there's caramel, there's berries, there's vanilla, and this fragrance again was created as a celebration of love. So between obviously the owner of the fragrance house, the fashion house, so the love between husband and wife. And you've got some pineapple, there's blackcurrant, there's some melon, you've got magnolia, there's iris, you've got green leaves, there's freesia, there's basil, you've got jasmine. I mean, what's not in here? There's caraway, you've got heliotrope, there's lily of the valley, you get some rose, you get almond blossom, you also get some sandalwood, there's amber, there's patchouli, there's musk, there's benzoin, there's caramel, there's vetiver and vanilla. I mean, there's a lot going on, but you know what? It is beautifully composed, and this is why it's very hard to like single out a note, because it's well blended as well, but it smells so unique. It's nothing like anything else in my collection. Like richly, it's in the league of its own. It's gorgeous, and it lasts as well. So I've heard about some reformulations, but I'm not sure. Anyway, moving along, we come to number 10. So on number 10 is which fragrance was worth the hype. This is not changed. We still get Mula. So Mula definitely worth the hype. If you haven't sampled it, don't take my word for it. Sample it. You've got some peach, there's caramel, there's some cypriol oil, there's nagamotha. It's a gorgeous fragrance, and really this is a fragrance I highly would recommend. I mean, I do recommend you try it if you haven't, but Mula, a gorgeous fragrance. I mean, what can I say that's not being said? I talk about it so much. It makes a lot of my lists, you know, to the point where I'm like, oh my god, are you fed up of hearing about this? Anyway, so Mula, definitely the hype is justified. Moving along, we come to number 11, which fragrance was not worth the hype. That hasn't changed, remains the Ck1 Shock. And I said this before, I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, it just doesn't work for me. There's not much I can say about that, but that for me is just like, I mean, it's not an awful lot of money spent, so fair enough, but it just doesn't do anything much for me, so I'll leave it there. Moving along, we come to number 12, and what is the favorite fragrance from the favorite house? And this, again, it's not changed. It still remains Anne from Nishani. And you know what, I was thinking to myself, from all the samples I have, I don't know why I still did not pick up bottles, but no, that's justified because we didn't have Nishani in the UK, but they came to Harrods. I went to Harrods. I think I said this before in the vlog. I was there trying to buy stuff, and they're like, no, tills are shut. I'm like, what? And they've been closed. So, and I want the experience of going there because I want to sample a few others that I haven't sampled, but I've got a few Nishane fragrances on my list, so stay tuned. We'll be adding a few more. So Anne is my favorite fragrance from, I didn't even show you the CK1, pardon me with my manners. So that fragrance, not worth the hype to my nose. And I did speak about Mula, yes, Mula definitely worth the hype, and this is from their earlier releases, the first release, so it's a kind of a different packaging to the one they've got now, but still a favorite in my collection. That this is my one for life. And then we have favorite fragrance from favorite house, we have and from Nishane, and oh my gosh, this beauty, this is Vanilla Holy Grail in the collection. If you haven't sampled this, I honestly urge you to sample it. This is gorgeous. This is it's sophisticated vanilla. This is vanilla at its finest. Don't take my word for it, again, sample it for yourself. Right, moving along, we come to the end of the list. So this is what is the most used fragrance in the collection. So far, since I did this list, I think the fragrance that I kind of used the most was this one. This is Noir Perfume from Tom Ford, and this is because I think, if you remember, this was in the fragrances that will not let me down. This is another reason, because this is not like Coco Mademoiselle, where in as much as it is popular, not everyone will recognize it outside. This is gorgeous. This is sensual. This is gorgeous. This fragrance gives me so much confidence. I put it on, I'm like, yeah baby, you can do this. Yes, this is just a gorgeous vanilla fragrance, and there's so much going on. It's gorgeous. That coffee accord which is created, that is gorgeous. It's sensual, it's long lasting, it does everything I need from a fragrance and more. So this is the one I wore the most. I think it's always, I think, the fact that when I wear it, I'm like, you know what, I I know what to expect. There are no surprises, and yes, feeling confident enough to just wear it wherever, whenever, because this is another fragrance. It suits all occasions. I mean, it won't offend anyone. It's a fragrance that people around you are gonna enjoy. The same with Nishani on this list, and a lot of the fragrances on this list are fragrances that will be enjoyed by those around you as well. The same for, and the same we can say for Mula Mula. We can say that about the Amber Eve. We can say that even about the Olympia, Paula Losereda, even Magnetism. They are gorgeous fragrances. So yes, so that is the end of the list, and I hope you watched to the end. And if you did, was there any surprises? Well, what is on your list? What would be on your list? Share some down below. And as well, if you are a YouTuber, you haven't shared this list, get on this tag as many people to do it. And if you did what has been upgraded in your collection, we would love to see it. So I welcome everyone to take part, and thank you Josie Jane for taking part, and Tara of Actophiles. Here it is, so that's what's changed. So thank you everyone for watching. I shall see you soon. Do take care. Bye.